السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا النهاردة بكم بليلة رمضانية جديدة. وبرضو حابة أفكركم بقى زي ما كل يوم ما تنسوش إخواتنا في فلسطين وفي السودان وفي كل أنحاء بلاد المسلمين بالدعاء. وبرضو ما تنسوش بابا وماما بالفردوس الأعلى من الجنة. محمود درويش قال: الكلمات لا تكفي، وأحيانا المشكلة مش في الكلمات لكن في الطريقة اللي بتقدم بيها. تدريس الكلمات في الإنجليش مش حفظ وخلاص ولا ترجمة على السبورة. محاضرة اليوم معمولة لكل مدرس لسه مش واثق ازاي يدير حصته بالانجليزي، وعايز يعلم كلمات تعيش مع الطلبة مش تتحفظ وتتنسي. هنتكلم عن طرق بسيطة جدا وتطبيق عملي تطلع تستخدمه بعد السيشن في الفصل مع طلابك. والنهارده معانا ضيفتنا أستاذة صفاء. أهلا بيكي، منورانا في رمضان نايتس.
اهلا بيكي، بسم الله ما شاء الله على المقدمه الجميله، عجبتني جدا. اللهم بارك.
منورانا وإن شاء الله يعني السنين الجاية كتير تبقي معانا بإذن الله.
ان شاء الله يا رب تكون سيشن خفيفه ومفيده على الجميع يا رب.
إن شاء الله.
اهلا بيكم، يا رب تكونوا بخير جميعا، كل سنه وانتم طيبين. اتمنى كده ان شاء الله نكون interactive مع بعض، نتكلم ونتفاعل. يعني I really appreciate it if you turn on your cameras, your mics and participate with me. يعني واسمحوا لي ان شاء الله السيشن هتكون in English as long as ان احنا كلنا English teachers هنا النهارده. بسم الله، خلونا نبدأ. الساعة دلوقتي فاضل دقيقة واحدة وتبقى 10 يعني. we can start. اوكي، احنا اصلا بنسجل وهنبعت لكم التسجيل ان شاء الله على الجروب بعد السيشن. اوكي، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. بسم الله. This is our agenda for today. If you please take a look at the objectives of our session today. By the end of the session, you will have discussed language systems and skills, 8 techniques to teach vocabulary, applying meaning, form pronunciation, and CE, CDW, adapting different techniques and to different levels, the guided discovery technique, and boundaries of use. But let's start with this. Choose. On iftar, do you eat like a bird or like a horse? You can write in the chat box. Do you eat like a bird or like a horse on iftar? Hmm. These are like used like a bird. Nice. 2 idioms in English. I wanted to start with them. Yeah, like a bird, like a bird. Many people eat like a bird. Nobody eats like a horse. Come on, guys, participate, please. Uh, okay. So this is just like an introduction for our session today. Eat like a bird, eat like a horse. Of course, we don't eat exactly like a bird or even like a horse, but this is an idiom that gives a different meaning. So let's start by these 3 numbers here. Try to guess what these numbers mean to me. What do you think number 3 means to me? You can type in the chat box. I'm not used to silence. Huh? What do you think number 3 means to me? Guess like, yes, yes, thank you, Angie. Miss Angie. Any more guesses? Nice. Another one. Yusr, Miss Yusr. Thank you. Huh? Yes, actually, it's my children. I have 3 kids. What about number 10? What do you think? What do you think number 10 means to me? Huh? Come on, hurry up. Number 10 is date of birth. Yes, 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 Miss Rasha. Yes, exactly. It's my years of experience. Yes, thank you so much, Miss Angie. Okay, what about 39? The last one? Exactly, Ms. Ragda. Yes, I'm 39 years old. I'm Safa Salima. I'm a Cambridge Delta Module 1 holder. I'm a TEFL certified English teacher from London Teacher Training College. I'm a phonetics and phonology trainer. I've been teaching English for more than 10 years. I've delivered many general English and conversation courses and recently teacher training sessions. So, we have a common problem between our students that they know many vocabularies but they can't speak well. Why? Why do you think? You can raise a hand if you want to share, and I will unmute. Why do you think people suffer from this problem? Huda, yes, okay, Miss Huda, okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I'm Hiba. I'm Hiba.
Hiba, okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Go on.
Because we don't practice a lot.
Yes.
Just to speak, you should read, you should
Mm,
listen, and after that, you should practice. But we don't practice a lot.
Perfect. That's a good answer. So good. Okay, what about you, Miss Yusra? What do you think?
I think maybe this is because the lack of the basics. Maybe they do not have the right basics to start a sentence, maybe. Or
Nice.
maybe because they always think in Arabic and they are stuck to the basic vocabs they have learned before. That's why they do not use
Yeah,
the other vocabs.
good
Uh,
reasons. So good. What about
also,
yeah,
I'd like to add something also a lack of confidence because some people they are shy to speak because maybe some people will judge them. So lack of confidence also this is a reason behind not speaking well.
yes, exactly. Actually, there are so many reasons for this problem, but one of the main reasons here is the way they learned vocabulary when they were young. Do you think, like, try to remember when we were young, how did you learn vocabulary? Do you remember these lists of words? And they are still used till now. The word and its meaning in Arabic. That's all. This is the way we learned vocabulary. We didn't learn using any modern techniques or using. Yes, let's see in the chat box. Yes, copying, writing, just writing. So we used to focus only on answering questions in exams. And this is the problem that, like, the main problem that why people suffer from this problem. Okay, so we're going to deal with vocabulary today, but we need to agree on one thing. Vocabulary is a language system or a language skill. You can type in the chat box. Huh. System or skill? Yes, good job. Yes, it's a language system. But what are language skills? We have two types of language skills: receptive skills, which are reading and listening, productive skills, which are speaking and writing. And language systems are vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and function language. So good. Okay. Whatever the framework you are using to teach vocabulary, you can use many frameworks. Do you have an idea? Who wants to share? What are the frameworks that we use to teach vocabulary or that we can use? Yes, Mr. Mahmoud. Great. Yes, perfect. Mr. Mustafa, thank you. Any more answers in the chat? PPP? Yes. Nice. Guided discovery. Okay, Mr. Amar, but this is not a framework, it's a technique. Okay. Mr. Ali, nice. Mrs. Ma, okay, this is a technique as well. Okay, here is the first one. TB. No, you need to guess. Here are the steps of the first framework: leading, exposure, highlighting, language clarification, control practice, freer practice, and feedback. What's this framework? If you want to share, you can raise a hand. I will unmute you. It's fine. I would really like you to participate. Task by TBL? No. Okay, this is text-based presentation, TBP, right? Like, what is the teaching stage in this framework? It's that one in red, language clarification. So you can use this framework to teach vocabulary and to teach grammar as well. So language clarification is the teaching stage. What about the second framework? Here are the steps. Lead in, teach, test, teach, test, then feedback. What do we call this framework? Come on, guys, in the chat box quickly. Yes, TTT. Good job, Mr. Muhammad, Ms. Raghda. So good. Mr. Ali. Those who will participate more will have a gift at the end. Yes, Mr. Ali. Yes, good job. Okay, this is the TTT, which is test, teach, test. What is also the teaching stage in this framework? It's the teach stage. This is the teach stage. Okay. And the last one, lead in, present, practice, produce, and feedback. What's the name of this framework? Quickly. We have many quick answers here. Ms. Raghda, thank you so much. Mr. Muhammad, yes. Mr. Mustafa again, so good. Mr. Ali, yes. PPP, which is present, practice, produce. And the teaching stage here is to present your target language, which might be vocabulary or grammar. So good. Okay. Now, let's share some ideas. How do you teach vocabulary? Give me some ideas, just in one word. In the chat box, yes. Or you might share your hand. Yes, visuals, thank you. In Miss Angie, flashcards, Mr. Ali, context, nice. Okay, Realia, great. Mr. Muhammad, Mr. Ali, context, good job. Note, yeah, examples, nice. Pictures, Mr. Fatima, Miss Fatima. Okay, so good. Yes, many answers here in the chat box. So good, great. Okay, we follow one common technique, whatever the way we use to teach vocabulary, which is meaning, pronunciation, form, or MPF. M for meaning, P for pronunciation, form for F for the form of the word. Let's start by the pronunciation. What should we clarify when we clarify the pronunciation of the word? We should clarify the stress of the word, which syllable is stressed. Some people just ignore this part because they say that it's not important, but actually it's very important to give the correct stress pattern for each word. Sometimes the stress gives a different meaning, like the difference between present and present. This is a noun and this is a verb, right? And also, you need to clarify if it's a weak form, so it's unstressed in the syllable. If you are teaching a phrasal verb and there is a connect speech feature like linking, for example, like speak up, you need to clarify or tell students that you need to link the two words together. Speak up will be speak up, like this. If there is any intrusion, assimilation, any connect speech feature, you should clarify it. The phonemic transcription is not really important, but some teachers or some books employ it. You can just tell your students about it. Yes, the IPA. Okay, this is the pronunciation. And the form. What do you think we should, what is the form of a word? What is the form of a word? We know the form in grammar, but what about the vocabulary? Yes, okay, part of speech. Yes, if it's the word class, if it's a verb, a noun, a phrasal verb, you know, you should clarify this and tell students how to use each word in a sentence. Okay, so this is one of the problems that people face. They don't know how the difference between choose and choice. You find some students saying, I like to choice, you know, because you didn't tell them how to use this word as a noun or this word as a verb. So this is very important to clarify the word class of the vocabulary that you're teaching. The formation, if it's added, like if you're using a suffix or a prefix, and also the collocation. If the word collocates with another word, like you can't say take a decision. Some people say they take decisions. It's make a decision, right? So you should clarify such things to help your students use these vocabularies while speaking correctly. What about the most important part? And yes, Mr. Muhammad, thank you so much for your participation in the chat box. Yes, great. The most important part, which is the meaning. Clarifying meaning. This is the first part and the most important part that you should tackle while teaching vocabulary. So we have many techniques here. 8 techniques to teach the meaning. Let's suggest some in the chat box. What do you think? We would really like to hear from you. Yes, Miss Mariam, realia. Good. Miss Asma, in a sentence. Nice. Huh? Contextual meaning. Mr. Muhammad, thank you so much. Okay. Okay, so good. Okay. Let me tell you. Photo definition opposite. Okay, image. Nice. Here are the 8 techniques for teaching vocabulary. The first one is visuals. Visuals is like a picture or a video. Of course, you can use a picture to teach so many words, right? So, for example, if you have like a table, so you just show the students a picture of a table. Easy. What about a video? You know, yesterday I had a session with a 10-year-old boy student. I had to teach him the word fry, the verb fry food, and the verb steam. And I had to do this without saying any Arabic, you know? And I always think about any word like this. I look at the word, okay, how can I teach you without saying you the meaning in Arabic? I always think this way. I haven't found any way except a video. So I just went to YouTube and wrote frying food. And I found just a short video, less than a minute, for someone putting food in the oil. And I showed the video to the student. Just this is how to fry food. We put food in the oil. خلاص, done. He got to know the meaning of the word fry. And another video too, steam food. Steam food. He found out someone who's steaming food on fire, so he got to know the meaning without saying any Arabic word at all, using a video. All right? So you should think well of the way that you use to clarify the meaning. The second way, which is realia. Yeah, GIF images are amazing. You just can write on Google, for example, the same like this, fry food, and write GIF next to it. You'll find those GIF images, they are amazing. Okay, realia. What is realia? Realia is just holding something real, like teaching a pen. So this is a pen. Easy. My pen, no need to do anything. This is a pen. Okay? When it's available to hold it, okay? Or even ask the student to bring it from around there, right? So this is like total physical response. What about the third one here, which is miming? Miming. Miming is to act, you know? So I'm hot, and do like this. So you just use your body language. I'm cold, I'm scared, So to use your body language to show your students the meaning that you want to employ. Okay, what about definitions? Here we need to stop. When you use a definition, you should really you should be careful. Because when you go, where can you get the definition? You can get the definition from a dictionary. What could be tricky while using a definition to teach? Huh? Yes, TPR, total physical response. What could be tricky while using a definition to teach? What do you think? Any ideas? Come on. Raise a hand if you want to participate. I would really appreciate it. Yes, perfect, Miss. Is it Huda or Huba or Hiba? No, this is Miss Huda Maruf, another one. Yeah. Sometimes you go to the dictionary to get a definition and you just copy paste it without reading it. And then you find that there is a word that is even more difficult than the word that you're trying to clarify. Doesn't make sense. So be careful with definitions. They shouldn't include any words that are more difficult than the word that you're trying to clarify. So for example, if you're teaching the word twins, and in the definition there is the word pregnancy. Oh my God, this needs another clarification. Don't use it. Just simplify it as much as you can. The next point here is synonyms, a word that gives the same meaning. So if I want to teach the word glad, so it's the same like happy. If I want to teach the word upset, it's the same like sad. All right, this is a synonym, a word with the same meaning. What about antonyms? It's the opposite. So a word with the opposite meaning, like what else? Like for example, happy, sad. You can use antonyms, yes, in the chat box. Clarify me, simple words, happy, sad, many other, yes, Mr. Hassan, and many other words. All right, what about the client? The client is something like this. I will show you a picture now, okay? That starts from maybe the least to the most. So you can use it to teach things that are gradable. For weather conditions, for example. Let me show you a picture. Here, this is a client. Okay, so here comes the word warm, then hot, then burning or boiling, then scorching. So I have words from the level A1 to B1 or B2. And on the other side here, we have chilly, cold, freezing. You see, they are graded. So here you can actually teach the meaning of so many words using one picture, using this client, right? Or even using it this way here at the bottom here. Freezing, then cold, then cool, warm, hot, boiling, this change of weather. So have you ever used a client to teach words? Yes, the client, yes. Yes, Mr. Muhammad, thank you. This is how to use a client. Okay. We had here anecdote, which is like a story. If you want to teach a word like exhausted, for example, you can just say a little situation, a small situation for students. Today I woke up very early in the morning at 8. and I worked for 6 hours. I worked for 6 hours, and then I got home so late, and I were very tired, very, very tired. I was exhausted. So now they understand that the meaning of the word exhausted means very, very tired, just through telling a small story, right? And the last point here is to guess the meaning from the context. This is a very important skill. Actually, we don't, like, you don't have the ability to understand all the meanings of all the words that that you see in English. Whenever you watch a movie, you read a text, you will find so many words that you don't know. So you must have the ability to guess the meaning from the surroundings or the surrounding words. And students must have this ability. You should train your students to do so. But actually, this happens on a higher level, not with lower levels. All right. So far, so good. Do you have any questions so far? Okay, type here to practice. This is, you tell me, what is this technique? Glad, happy, upset, sad. What's this technique? Tell me in the chat box. Yes. Upset, sad. Essential. You see many levels here. Glad and happy are very easy. Oh, we didn't get Klein. Okay, I'll go back to it again. Don't worry. Essential, important. All right. All right. Synonyms. These are synonyms. Synonyms. The same meaning. Words of the same meaning. These are synonyms. Yes, Miss Fatima, thank you so much. Okay, what about this one? Good, bad. Success, failure. Start, finish. What's this technique? Come on, guys. Yes, Mr. Hassan. Thank you so much, Miss Marwa. Thank you, Miss Radwa. Great. Yes. Yes, great. So good. Okay. These are antonyms. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's go back again to the Klein. Here. This is the Klein. You see? It's like a line that shows a degree of something. Here, the weather starts by being warm. Starts by being warm. Then it goes to be hot. Then boiling. Then scorching, when the degree or the temperature goes up. Okay? Like here, it's freezing. It's cold. It's cool. Then warm. Then hot. Then boiling. Actually, this is the opposite. All right? Still have a problem? Look at from A1 to C. Upgrading. Yes, Mr. Mustafa. Okay, Ms. Shayma. Alhamdulillah. Thank you. Nice. Now let's move on to something else. I want you to take a look at this word here. What do you think this word means? Die. Okay. How could you know? A stone. Nice. How could you know that I mean this word as a verb or as a noun? How could you know? It's just an abstract word. A word. There is no context. How can I know? In English, there is nothing like this. You can just type a word and say, what's the meaning of this word? I need a sentence. I need a context. I need a situation to tell you the meaning. And this is the meaning of contextualization, the importance of contextualization. This word might mean as a verb for someone to lose his life, or as a noun, this die. So this is the importance of these steps to context. The first C is to have a context. A context might be a picture, might be a situation, might be a text, but there should be a sentence that gives us the meaning or tells us the exact meaning of a word, right? Like here. And here are the 5 words, C, E, C, D, W. We're not going to repeat ourselves. If you're going to use like a picture, a video, a situation, a sentence, a text to give the meaning or to show the context, so you're sure about it. Then elicit, always ask. Okay, show the picture and always ask, what do you think this means? What's this? If it's only with, small kids or little kids, young at school, what's this only? This is how to elicit, ask. Even if you are sure, they don't know, but don't over elicit. Okay, just ask once or twice. If someone knows, it's fine. Someone doesn't know, it's fine. You then tell. There comes this is how to elicit. Ask, don't tell. And the third letter here is the C, concept check. CCQs, concept checking questions. How to make sure that your students understand the meaning without saying the meaning in Arabic. You keep asking yourself, I'm not sure if they understood or not, So ask questions. You're a teacher. You're always asking questions. How can I form the CCQs? How can we form them? Just simply, what do you want your students to know? And simplify the piece of information and then change them into questions. For example, the meaning of the word exhausted. It's that someone is very, very tired. He is very, very tired. So don't say, now you told the story, and now they know the meaning somehow, and you want to know or to make sure that they understood. So you will ask these CCQs. So is he tired? Yes. They will say yes. Only tired or very, very tired? There is a degree. Yes, they will say very, very tired. Okay? There is something very important here. If he's exhausted, does he need to go to a doctor? Of course not. No. He's not sick. He's just exhausted. He needs to rest. This is something called boundaries of use. So it's not to find one of your students coming to tell you, oh, I was tired yesterday, teacher, and I went to the doctor. I was tired and I went to the doctor. He doesn't know the difference between the meaning of the 2 words sick and tired. In Arabic, we have تعبان. تعبان means both of them in Arabic, right? So, but in English, you should clarify the boundaries of use. The exact meaning of each word. So you don't face any, so they are not gonna face any problems while speaking. These are the concept checking questions or the CCQs. Just phrase the sentence or the piece of information that you want your students to know and change them into yes or no questions, or even just WH questions with short answers. Easy? Any questions so far? Perfect. Yes, this is an or question. Mr. Hassan suggested a question here. He's saying, do you go to the doctor when you are sick or tired? Yes, when you're sick. Great, perfect. A perfect CCQ. All right, so good. And then you need to drill. Drill means to ask your students to repeat after you. You say the word, the correct pronunciation, and they repeat after you, whether in groups, chorally, like the whole class once, or you ask one of them to say it individually, or some, You know, some of them, those on the left, boys alone, girls alone, and so on. You can use any of these techniques to drill the word. And then the final step is to write it. But why? Why writing comes at the end? Why is writing the final step at teaching vocabulary? Yes, exactly. Perfect, Mr. Hassan. Yes, Miss Inji, thank you. Why do you think the writing is the last step? Yeah, someone, okay. Miss Huda, you're raising your hand to share?
Yes, I have a question, please.
All right.
I think because it's a productive skill, so I need to clarify words before writing it, or before learning how to write it.
Yeah, here are the stages. We clarified the meaning, the pronunciation, and everything, and then finally we write. Why? I'll tell you why. You know that there is a big difference between the pronunciation of English words and their spelling. So just simply, if you write the word phone, you say phone, phone, phone. This is phone. Whatever the spelling is, it's phone. And then you write Phone, not Phone, right? That's why we keep the writing the last step. You know, because of this contrast between the spelling and the pronunciation of the English words. So try to keep the writing as the last step of your teaching, especially with beginners and kids. Why? I'll tell you about now. You know, here comes adaptability. You should be flexible. Here are the steps again. Contextualize, elicit, concept check, drill, then write. All right. Appropriate. For whom? Yes, the same like I told you now. This is appropriate with kids at all stages, primary stage or even prep, and beginners, you know, true beginners even. There is a difference between beginners and true beginners because true beginners are really, really rare. Most people have learned English throughout their lives. I'm talking about adults. What if I'm teaching adults? I told you that we're gonna deal with different levels and ages. So the CE, CDW will be perfect with kids and beginners. What about adults and higher levels? Am I gonna ask them to look at the picture and write the word and all of these steps? Do you think it's logical? If I did this with you now as grown-ups, do you think it's gonna be interesting? I don't think so. Not through speech. I will tell you, through the guided discovery technique. Okay? The guided discovery is to let your students, especially adults, discover the meaning of the words themselves. Of course, they are adults. They've been through English or they've studied English throughout their lives. So they know so many words. And they might have only some problem with their speaking skills, their writing skills. It depends on their levels. So you're gonna teach without teaching. This is the meaning of guided discovery. Okay, so I'll show you now a task of guided discovery, how to do it, how to use it with higher levels and adults. Teach without teaching. So this is a task, a guided discovery task. So I'll ask my students to do so. Look at the words here. Here is like a list of words. Now here, now we have the words before the meaning. You see the change of the steps? You should be flexible. should adapt everything. Look at this list of words, and then I'll give them this task. You should find 2 words that mean to think about something. Answer in the chat box, guys. Consider this your task. This is B1 level for adults. I can't use this way with kids. Think. Yes, perfect, Mr. Hassan. First answer. So I'll give them the time to think, read all the words, read all the choices here, and match them. This is the meaning. This is how I teach the meaning using the guided discovery technique. So they will discover the meaning. Okay, someone will tell me, okay, they might not know all of them. I'll tell you the next step. Yes, I'm not sure that they might know all of them. So after they finish, of course, they are a group. So I will ask them to check their answers in pairs. Come on, guys. Now, have you checked? Time is up. Please check your answers together. So if Ahmed knew number 1 and didn't know number 5, he will know the answer from his friend. Okay, this is called peer check. All right. So then finally, I will give them the feedback with the correct answers, like this. Now, did I teach anything? This is how I teach the meaning and the guided discovery technique. But I need to make sure of their understanding. Using what? How can I make sure of their understanding? Using CCQs about each of these words in the next slide here. So, and even of course, I will clarify the form. That this is a verb and the stress pattern, focus on. So the stress goes to the first syllable. Okay, and we have here a connected speech feature linking focus on. Say it, focus on. You see? I clarify. All right, this is called the guided discovery technique. Like this. This is the linking, how you show your students how to link words together. All right, let's try to CCQ some of these words together. Make up your mind. Select. You keep clarifying the pronunciation, the stress pattern, and everything the same like we did. Let's see, for example, this word, consequences. Consequences. Who would like to make CCQs for this word? Raise a hand if you would like to share. Ask us some questions to make sure that we understood the meaning of the word consequences. Who would like to share? Who's there? Okay, Mr. Muhammad, let's go.
Okay, I can say that are these kind of consequences happen before the action or after? And then
Nice.
are they good or bad?
Good.
Yeah. Are they
That's
good or
good.
bad?
Are they good or bad? Do they happen before the action or after the action?
Or after?
Don't make it
Yeah,
a long
exactly.
one, you know? Try to shorten
Yeah,
it as much as possible. Perfect. Thank you so much for your participation.
no
Great.
problem. Thank you.
You're most welcome. So here is the guided discovery. With which level can we use this technique, the guided discovery technique? Type in the chat box. Can we use it with kids? No, I don't think so. Just with adults. So if you're gonna like have like a conversation course or a general English course, you can use these techniques. Now, let's just the last step to apply on some words. So this is a word practical example, okay? In grade 3, Connect Plus. I need to teach this word without saying the meaning of in Arabic. So I have a picture. The picture is the context. Here I'm teaching kids or even beginners. So the first one, C, context. I will ask another question. What's this? What do you think this means? They don't know. Okay, then I will clarify. Look at them. They have the same eyes, same nose, same mouth, same hair. They are twins. 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 They can be 2 boys or 2 girls, a boy and a girl. So repeat after me. Twins. Twins. And then CCQ. Now I clarified what? Context, then asked, elicit. Then I said the meaning, and then I CCQ. So do they have the same nose? Same face? Are they only girls? They might be boys or girls? Yes. Good. So repeat after me. Twins. Twins. That's it. Why did I say they might be boys, they might be girls? They might understand that twins are only for girls or is only for boys. Okay, so you should clarify everything about the word. Okay? Yeah, and then I write the word twins, twins, twins. Can I use this definition? Twins are 2 offspring produced by the same pregnancy. Oh my God. Can I use this definition? Huh? Type in the chat. Yeah, what if we don't have twins in the classroom, Mr. Muhammad? Yeah, the definition is very confusing, of course. Just the picture is really, it's just enough here. Yeah, we can't use it. Okay. And then you will have, in the lesson it was like this. 2 kids, twins, and then we have 3. What if they are 3 kids? They will be triplets. Triplets. And they say the word triplets, triplets, triplets. All right, so triplets, CCQ. Triplets are 2 kids or 3 kids? Yes, 3 kids. And then I write the word. As follows the word quadruplets. The same. I will show a picture to contextualize it and then clarify the meaning. They are 4 kids. So they are quadruplets. Quadruplets. You see the underlined syllable here is the stressed syllable. Quadruplets, quadruplets, and so on. So today we, you see, for the form, you can ask them to, to show the syllables. Clap your hands like triplets. They are kids, don't make it hard for them. So just try to simplify it. Triplets, 2 syllables. The first one is triplets, triplets, right? All right. So today we have clarified how to apply teaching, how to teach these, vocabularies for lower levels and higher levels. And here is something in the middle. The word exhausted, it's like B1. You just tell an anecdote, like a story, and then ask them some CCQs about it and make sure they understood it, and then write it. That's all I have for today. I tried not to make it too long so as not to get bored. So I hope it was beneficial for you, but you have an exit ticket. Wait, don't leave. your exit ticket is to mention a technique that you have learned today and you will use tomorrow in your sessions on this link. I will send you a link in the chat box. This is a Padlet link, Which of these techniques would you use in your sessions? Something helpful that you've learned today. And of course, your feedback about the session would be really appreciated. The link is in the chat box. When you click it, you will find this page. So you can write your feedback and then click add, click the plus sign here, write your feedback and then publish. This is your exit ticket. If you have any questions, please raise a hand. I will be happy to answer. Mr. Saeed, happy to have you here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Yes, Miss Mariam?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, dear.
I hope you're okay. Thank you so much for this session.
You're most welcome, dear.
And my question is, can I use guided discovery technique with 10th grade students?
10th?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. They're adults. They're not kids anymore. You know? It's gonna be so engaging for them. And when you keep them engaging, you'll get rid of much work. Okay, Miss Huda.
Thank you for the session, Ms. Safa.
Most welcome.
Please, I have a question about the lesson is too long and it has a lot of words that takes a long time to explain by these techniques. Yani if I have 10 words, for example, it will take a lot of time and I have grammar and reading texts and so on. How
I
can
know.
I manage my time? It's so hard. I cannot
Good.
follow all of these. And I have some words that is so too hard to explain, like the word abstract. For grade 3 Connect Plus, for example, it's so hard to explain it in English. And some words like those.
Yeah. Okay. Let me tell you something. Don't look at the very long list that, those extra books do, like Muasir and so on. They make a very long list of words that you don't have to teach all of this. You don't have to teach all of this. You have to teach the most important words in the lesson. You decide this, not that book. Okay? Because some of the words, like the same like I told you today, kids, must have this ability to understand the whole meaning, not every single word in the text. We can't do this. Nobody can. For a word like abstract, you can just tell them, can I touch it? Like love. Can I touch love? I can't. It's abstract. Easily. If you can touch it, so it's like materialistic or something. Give them example, many examples, they will get it. Okay? And even when you get used to using these techniques, every word will take a minute. 1 minute, not more. Maybe less than a minute. I teach grade 3. And I use these techniques with them. And they come out of the session memorizing fully the words. Each lesson, after each lesson. So just you train yourself, keep yourself committed to doing this, and you will do it. Yes, Miss Huba. Any other questions, guys? Okay. Great, simple, friendly, fruitful material. Refreshed my brain. Thank you so much. Okay. Nice. Thank you so much for your feedback. I'll be waiting for more. I'll send this link on the group as well, the WhatsApp group. So you can send us your feedback also in the WhatsApp group. If you have any questions, please ask. Another one? What's another one? Another session? Another what? Another question? Thank you for the session. I want to ask about what to do or study after college to work at an international school. Okay, this is TEFL. Study TEFL, how to teach English as a second as a foreign language. Oh yes, another. Okay, Miss Huda, just a second. Miss Huda. Can't find you. Wait. Gallery. Miss Huda. Okay, raise a hand, Miss Huda, so that I can find you. Mr. Hassan, do you have a question? أيوة. Okay, now I find you. Okay, I found you.
Another question, please. If I am a beginner in teaching, how can I decide the most important words for those students? For example, grade 3 Connect Plus.
They are always mentioned in the beginning of the lesson, okay? And they will
Vocab?
affect, yeah, the vocab, but you know, not the extra vocab, just the main ones, the main list, okay?
Yes.
And when you go through the text, you read the text yourself, the reading passage, you will find the words there, and the questions. When you go to answer questions, read the questions yourself so you can decide which words do they need to answer the questions mentioned in after the lesson. So like teach these words, and mainly the main words mentioned in the class, in the session, in the book.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Okay, Mr. Hassan, do you have a question?
Yes, amazing work, first.
Most
Is there
welcome. Thank you so much.
another session for listening, how to teach listening, how to teach reading, how to teach writing?
Okay, you can follow me on Facebook. I always post videos about how to teach everything about teaching. I've just started this content, and I always deliver sessions about this. So just follow me. So Cinema, the same name on Facebook. I've just
Yes.
delivered the
Will
session
you,
about how to teach receptive skills, listening and reading, and it was amazing. I might repeat it soon.
okay. Will you send us the record or for you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, thank
I
you very
will.
much. Amazing work.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, when introducing the new vocab to EFL, VYL, what is the number of words to introduce first time things? Okay, it depends. It depends on the time of your session. If you're making a TB, like TP is 45 minutes, so you can just teach maximum 7 to 8 words. If your session is an hour, you can teach 10 words. You know, it depends on the timing. You can adapt and you know, manage your time. What is the most effective way to memorize vocabulary and dictate for the kids in year 1? Year 1 needs much phonics work. All right, and when you clarify the syllables while teaching, it will make it easier for them to memorize the spelling, and you know, somehow it will make it easier for them. So whenever you teach any word, clap your hands with the syllables, divide it, and you while teaching, divide it into syllables on the screen, and keep, if there is something tricky about pronunciation or something, clarify it for them, stress on it. I need to give you like an example. Maybe fight. So you have firefighter, for example. Firefighter, they have it in KG2. They don't have to memorize the spelling, you know, even the right spelling. because they just add the missing letter. They write the word under the picture. They choose. They don't have to write all the spelling or the letters in this age. But when you teach this word, you make sure that you say I-G-H-T. It's silent. G-H-T, silent. G-H is silent. G-H are silent. So fighter, F-I-G-H silent, ter, fighter, firefighter. You clarify this. Can we have a hint about teaching grammar for kids? Totally. Actually, this is a long story. It needs another session, so we can make another session and invite you again. Can we have another session using AI? Yeah, for sure. I will be happy to have you like follow me on Facebook. I will be posting so many videos and conducting many sessions about how to teach all the systems and skills. Yes. Yes, the session is recorded. Any more questions, guys? Miss Hoba, do you have a question or just raise your hand? Okay, so it was an honor having you all today. Thank you so much for your attendance and your participation. Hope it was beneficial for you. You will find it on the group. I will send it. We will be sending it. Don't worry. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mr. Ahmed, thank you. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your suhoor and see you soon, inshallah. Bye.